Oculus Quest says it's for players 13 and up, but much like Facebook, that age is more of a guideline than an actual rule. And what gives the game away is the fact that there are games for the Quest which are clearly intended for kids. Though as a person who loves things that are made for kids, like Phineas and Ferb or breakfast cereals with marshmallows in them, I love these games too, and I have a collection that I recommend. So whether you're a first grader borrowing dad's Oculus Quest or a dad who's still a kid at heart, here are 8 great games and experiences you can enjoy on the Oculus Quest. Number 8. First Steps. The Oculus Quest includes a really amazing tutorial to walk you through the basics of using the Quest controllers. First Steps is not only a fast and efficient way to learn the technology, but it's a lot of fun to play with. You can ping pong, fire off rockets, control a blimp, and get your tetherball on. Once you've gotten the hang of all that, there are 2 games included in the tutorial. The first is a shooting game with 3 different kinds of guns in a dope sci-fi environment. The other is a very cool dance game where you get to dance with a shy little robot. Games in games is where it's at, people, and having played 3 different games, you didn't even have to buy a game yet. Number 7, First Contact. First Contact is clearly made by the same team that built First Steps, but they combine the best of the tutorial into an awesome experience which will be fun for all ages. It places you in a science lab trailer full of screens and gadgets, most of which you can play with in some manner. You awaken a shy little robot, which has the personality of the dancing game robot but the look of a floating Wall-E, or for those of you who were raised in the 80s, Johnny 5. Your robot friend provides you some data tapes for your futuristic 3D printer, and you make a fun collection of toys which you get to play with any way you want to. It's super chill and very fun, and once again, the best part is, you get it included in the Quest with no additional purchase. Number 6, Sports Scramble. Sports Scramble is what would happen if somebody who loves the Minions tried to make a VR Wii Sports. The demo version which came with my Quest has tennis, which is a fun game that makes you get up and move. There's random power-ups which change the ball, the racket, or the size of the net. Aside from tennis, there is bowling and baseball, each with their own wacky power-ups or challenges in a colorful cartoon world. If you like Wii Sports, I suspect you'll totally dig this game. Number 5, Fail Factory. Fail Factory is made by the same people who made the Sports Scramble, and it's a fun, colorful cartoon game made with kids in mind. The little buddies who cheered you on in the Sports Scramble are the workers in a factory which has plenty to do in the form of 3 basic categories of minigames. First, there's sorting, which you do with this dope anti-gravity gun. Just pick it up and let it fly. Next, there's recycling. You use a device to control the claw, lifting different items and putting them into the laser fire of doom. There's a similar game which has you building whatever it is this factory makes, which seems to be giant mech robots. The final kind of minigame is driving those giant mech robots and making them punch giant laser soccer balls. It's an easy game to understand, but it offers just enough of a challenge for kids of all ages. If simple mechanics minigames are your thing, check out Fail Factory. Number 4, A Night Sky. A Night Sky is a very simple experience which puts you in a beautiful western location in the dead of night. Your job is to connect the stars in the sky into constellations so that the pictures in the sky can come alive. It's a peaceful night in the western deserts, and it comes alive as you connect the dots. It's not a super long experience, but it's worth every penny as you can get it for free! For a beautiful cartoon environment that's peaceful and magical, check out A Night Sky. It's found with the games for Oculus Go, but it is compatible with the Quest. Number 3, BonFire. Much like A Night Sky or First Contact, BonFire is a simple narrative which seems like it was built for kids. It's more narrative than those other 2 as there's a definite story with narrative points, but you still have things to do and choices to make. In short, you're a human space explorer who has crash-landed on a planet that you hope the human race can use to restart since, in true Wall-E fashion, we've kinda trashed the Earth. With you is a friendly robot who's made marshmallows in a wide range of flavors. You have a bonfire to keep lit, and you quickly discover that the alien forest you crash-landed in has more than trees. Don't worry, it's not scary. It's like the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse at Halloween Scary, and it is very fun. Number 2, Angry Birds. I don't need to tell you anything about Angry Birds. You've loved this game since you were still a wee baby in diapers, but now it's time to put on your big boy pants and play it in glorious 3D. You get the birds from the Angry Birds movies and a big fat slingshot, but now you also get to choose between several vantage points from which to rain down birdie doom onto these evil piggies. Once you defeat the game, you can play the same locations all over again, and a cute little horror movie mode with monster pigs, and all new builds to knock over. And if that's not enough, you can build your own levels with the level builder. Once you give this a try, you'll see that making a really good Angry Birds level is harder than it sounds, but it's a lot of fun to give it a try. Number 1, Job/Vacation Simulator. My top spot is taken by 2 different games made by the same company because they take place in the same universe, and they're both so awesome I can't tell you which one to start with. The universe these games takes place in is our own, but many years in the future, where robots and computers have taken over everything. And it's been so long since humans have been involved or in charge of anything that the robots have almost entirely forgotten what it used to be like. Both games begin in a museum dedicated to the distant past, back when humans had jobs and took vacations to real places. The museum offers you a virtual simulation of what the robots think it was probably like back then. They get many facts right, and the rest they make up as they go along. The first one of these which was available was Job Simulator. As a visitor to this museum, you get to experience one of 4 different kinds of human jobs from the ancient past, including office worker, short order cook, convenience store clerk, and auto mechanic. Each level is a lot of fun, with a lot of things to play with. You can make coffee, you can use your copier to make real donuts, you can set off fireworks in the store, you can toss food to the tank full of piranha, and you can throw things at your boss when you get tired of the old 9 to 5. And when you think you're done, this game lets you play even more. There is an amazing amount of content in this game. There's toys and games in each level, there's the night shift, and then there's 2 mods that make everything either bouncy or just turn off the gravity. It's a lot of fun and a lot of game. Not to be outdone, Vacation Simulator gives you all the adventure of working a terrible job and sends you on a much-needed vacation to the beach, a forest, and a snowy mountain ski lodge. The game is essentially a giant collection of minigames. There's things to build, sports to play, and a trio of robots sending you on a photo safari with your ever-present camera. You'll hike the trails, catch some fish, paint a picture, climb a wall, pretend to ski, cook a lot of food, hang out in the hot tub, and much, much, much more. Style your avatar and pick a place to play. You can work to win the memories, or you can sit around and watch the fish swim by. It's fun, it's funny, and it's a whole lot of content. So there you are, 8 awesome starting experiences for kids, or adults who love kid games, or just anyone new to VR. Check them out on the Oculus store, and don't forget that A Night Sky is in the collection listed for Oculus Go. Let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite, or if I missed any great games you want people to know about. Thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time on Stone Toaster Gaming.